Hello, YouTube land, and welcome to another edition of the Crypto Mamma Mia. Today is December 5th. It's a Monday. What are we talking about today, ladies and gents? Well, I am talking about this Bitcoin price. It's in the green, and it looks like Christmas, red and green, right? The end of the year typically is like a slower time for crypto in general. So, it will go through some dips, but I have to say, despite everything, ladies and gents, this Bitcoin price is still above 17K. Imagine that, right? Just when you thought the FTX hullabaloo is going to scare everyone off, it's still here and it's still above 17K. So, I talk about it because I want you folks to know that regardless if you've been here long enough in the crypto space, there's always going to be FUD, fear, and that kind of stuff. Fear, I forgot what the U stands for, and I forgot what the D stands for. Oh my god, I'm so horrible. But yes, there's always going to be FUD, fear of the unknown, right? And then there's going to be FOMO, so it's going to go up and down, which is fear of missing out. So, and despite all of that, ladies and gents, look who is getting away with things. Yeah, SBF. uh, Congress said, you come and you talk to us. And he said, no, no, I don't think I'm going to be ready. So I don't think I'll come. That's like you, ladies and gents. If you fucked up at work, excuse the language. If you fucked up at work and your boss said, you need to come in to the office, like let's say you work from home and you need to come into the office and answer for your fuck up, right? Regardless of it was an intentional fuck up or a in unintentional or intentional, it was a fuck up. And now you have to answer for it. And you tell your boss, nah, I'm not ready. I probably won't come on Monday like you said I need to. He's called to testify. And then they said, and this is what really gets my bun in a tizzy, ladies and gents, is that like it's a cordial thing. He says he's not going to be ready, but then they also make it sound like, oh, we would welcome your participation in our hearing, right? Like it's just a polite if you can, right? Like, and then they appreciate that he's been candid. Oh, really? Okay, so if any of us fucked up at work and we said, my bad, my bad, like, yeah, I lost the company. I don't know, let's say you folks have like a cash on hand at the office, right? You carry it around in a metal box, and for whatever reason, you lost it somewhere somehow, and there was like 5 grand in there, and you just go to your boss and say, "My bad." Tap your hand on your chest and be like, "Oopsies, my bad. So sorry about that." And I honestly was not thinking. Do you think your bosses would be as cordial as Congresswoman Maxine Waters? I don't know. I am going to gander that the answer to that is no. And yeah, maybe you might not get fired over it. You might get suspended at the very least. I would think, 5 grand is not like chump change. I remember when I used to work retail a long time ago, if your cash register was off by like 10 cents, you would get written up. I don't know. That was back then. And apparently you can lose in the billions and you just get a cordial invitation, which you can say, nah, nah, I'm good. What is going on here? But despite all of that, ladies and gents, look at Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is Bitcoin. It does not get phased by news like that. What it does get phased by is people manipulating it, saying, oh, see, now Bitcoin's horrible. You should sell your Bitcoin. And that's what brings the price down, right? If everybody is trying to sell it at once, then, of course, the value goes down. No demand. If everybody's trying to get rid of it, low a lot of supply, right? If it's still circulating, then of course it'll go down. And guess who picks it up? probably guys like this in the background who in the future will be like, oh, my bad, did I lose a couple $1 trillion of people's money that wasn't mine? Oh, well, uh, Congress, thanks for the polite invitation, but I think I'll pass. Because you've been so candid, it's okay. It's okay. And he says, once I finish learning and reviewing what happened, I would feel like it is my duty to appear before the committee and explain. I don't know if it'll happen by the 13th, but when it does, I'll testify. So you could, that's like an indefinite, like, I don't really want to look at my books, right? You know what, ladies and gents, I would gander to say, if you screwed up your taxes and the IRS came a knocking on your door and said, listen, we're going to audit you and you need to show all your paperwork by, I don't know, let's say May, or after the deadline, April 15th. You have to, let's say May 1st, because they like went through it and they saw that, I don't know, something's not right. And they said they're going to come audit you on May 1st. And you're like, oh, I don't have the time to look through my books and collect all my receipts. Do you think the IRS is going to care? No. No, in fact, they will penalize you up the yin yang, ladies and gents. Up the yin yang. But this guy, he can tell Congress, maybe I'll get to it. You know, I got other stuffs I gotta do. Really? What other stuffs do you have to do at this point? You have lost billion. I don't know. I'm just gonna say a ridiculous amount of money because I don't know the exact amount. But you lost a ridiculous amount of money, and you have to answer to it, and you're like, nah. I mean, it's not like this just happened yesterday, right? This happened like what, like a month now, maybe 2 months. Man, if I thought that like somebody thought I was doing something shady as soon as I thought somebody thought that, I would be on top of my books and be like, oh my goodness, let me just go scrounge up every receipt that I have saved and so that I can show this to whoever I need to show this to, right? No, I don't know. But in the meantime, Bitcoin is still up there. Like it went almost as high as 17.4, 17.5. I don't know, ladies and gents. I am baffled. No, not really. Not I want to say baffled, but I'm not really, because this guy donated a lot of money to Congress people. You know, if somebody gave me a gift of like, yeah, let's just say 6 figures, 7 figure gift, right? And like I was part of the group that maybe ran the people that made laws, and I'll be like, yeah, you slipped up. It's okay. It's okay because you know you donated like 7 figures, right? Like, uh, uh, I don't know. I don't know. And this is how everyday people get screwed, and not everyday people like this guy doesn't. As much as I hate to say it, ladies and gents, money does run the world. So if you don't know how to run your money will run you to the ground, because you will not get the special privilege of this gentleman. No, you will not. You definitely will not. The IRS will look at your crypto wallet and be like, oh, you did not report this $500 worth of crypto, and now we will look at everything. It's just the truth. It is. So my suggestion, because I don't give advice, right? This is the education channel. What my suggestion is, make sure you're keeping track of your shit. Because who knows, one day they may ask you to talk about your books and your receipts, and you don't have the luxury to say, meh, I'm not quite ready, so how about I pass? No, we do not have that luxury, us everyday people, us everyday retailers of the crypto markets, right? No, we don't have this. We don't have this luxury. But we do have our brains, which we can keep filling with information so that we can protect ourselves in our own little ways, right? As long as you're doing things on the up and up, you'll be okay. But that's the thing, you gotta do things on the up and up, right? And really on the up and up, because you are not this guy, right? So every little slip up, you know, especially if you live in the US, the IRS is going to be on it. That's why they've hired 87,000 new agents. Not for this guy. Oh no, 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 no. Because look, Congress can't even make him compelled to do anything, or can't compel him to do anything. He can just say, meh, I pass. Right? But the IRS agents, they're not going to give you that opportunity to go, meh, IRS, I pass. No, 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 no. Unfortunately, we do not have that. We do not have that luxury. But anyways, that is today's video, ladies and gents. And I do apologize. I really thought my video on Friday went through, but it did not. I've been having some technical difficulties lately. I think it's now time to go ahead and buy a new computer. But hey, that's my problem, not yours. So don't worry. I will make sure I get this up and loaded Monday through Fridays, except for holidays, of course. But yes, Monday through Friday. And ladies and gents, if you have not yet liked me, shared me, not in that way, sickles, or subscribed to me, please do. I'm giving away a special surprise to the 3,000th subscriber. But you need to be it. I can check if you are it. And I will interact directly with that person, so, or that subscriber. So please, please, please do like, do comment, do share, do subscribe. I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I will see you at the next video. Adios.